Hey, Ryan Michael Galloway here with We Don't Need No Stinking Recordcompany.com, post 191, on our way through to 365 consecutive nightly posts. Pretty stoked. Things seem to be going pretty smoothly so far. So I got a couple things coming up that I would kind of like to get you thinking about. There's a couple different segments that I would like to do that are each going to take a number of posts. One coming up really soon is to talk about venues, and that is the places you might want to play, and how big you might stage what you're doing, and how small you might want to go, and different routes that take care of some of the difficulties around that, and some that make it a whole lot more complicated and dangerous, let bigger exposure to expenses and things like that. So venues is coming up. We're also going to be doing a studio crawl. I want to show you what a really big, super well-equipped studio looks like, what's involved, isolation booths, equipment, boards, those kinds of things. And then, what a mid-level studio might have and what we could accomplish with it. And then, what's in your home studio that relates to those other two size studios that allow you to get an awful lot of stuff done now without ever leaving your house, if you know what you're doing. I want to talk about music education on the local level, and talk about several, visit and interview and talk to several different music schools at a local level, each with a different kind of focus and niche. So you can, if you need some help, or if you say have a kid who's learning, what direction do you point them to? And another thing that we might get to do is sit down with someone who is super knowledgeable about stringed instruments, and tell you a lot about the care and feeding of those. I mean, this is all the stuff that you got to think of, and there are many, many more, and we're going to get to so many of them by the time we get through a year of this. I also want to go back and visit with my friend David Spangenberg, that's Professor Pooch, reaching out to some of my other contemporaries who might want to talk, and I'm sure that Madeline Sklar and I are going to have some more great conversations as well. So that's some of the stuff I expect coming up. I am Ryan Michael Galloway, and we don't need no stinking recordcompany.com.